Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Annie and I'm going to bring you your weekly energy theme reading. Before I do, I want to remind you that the Soulwise Desert Alchemy Gathering in September is open for registration, and I do have something that I wanted to share with you about that, which is that I have been talking to my co-facilitator Caroline Kim, and the two of us decided that we are not going to proceed with these gatherings for 2026. We're going to see what 2027 brings, but there's no guarantee that we're going to offer this retreat the way that we've been doing it. So this could be the last one we do. It's definitely going to be the last one that we do for a while. So if it's something that you've been thinking about or sitting on or waiting for the right time, please come join us, because now is the time. And I wouldn't want you to miss it, because what we do out there is incredibly powerful. All right, so as per usual, I have drawn us a card from the Rainforest Wisdom Deck. Let's see what our energy theme for the reading for the week is. Holy moly, the tarantula. Whoo, that's a powerful card. The tarantula energy is, it's expansive, because they have these exoskeletons that when they molt them off, they have to break through, and it's a crunchy, uncomfortable experience that sometimes they have like even grown limbs back inside of this exoskeleton. And when they shed the exoskeleton, then they have regenerated parts of themselves. But the process itself of getting rid of this old layer can be kind of exhausting and a little uncomfortable. So that's what we're looking at this week. I like to compare it to a plant that's in a pot that it's outgrown. So a rootbound plant that is in need of being moved into a different pot. And when you do, that plant kind of goes into shock as you take it out of the container it's been in. You put it in a bigger container, and it takes a second for it to adjust to the expansion that is now its possibility. And that's the energy that we're in right now. So you are probably going to feel this energy, because it is a really powerful card. So let's go in with our guides and see what we can get. The first thing that I'm hearing is that the more we resist to the change, the more uncomfortable it's going to be for us. So if we can see that there's change that has to happen, or if we can just feel that we're being pulled or drawn or pushed towards some kind of change in our lives, moving with that flow, surrendering to that transformation that is coming for us, is going to be better than trying to resist it, trying to swim upstream, telling ourselves that we don't have to change. Okay. And for some of us, this is something that is going to feel very welcome, and it's a change that we've been waiting for. A motivation, an impetus, something that moves, that helps this transformation get going. And it's something that is going to feel very welcome. A feeling of, oh, here we go. Here's the opportunity. Here's the change I've been waiting to make. Maybe something is forcing me to make it. But as it does, that's that final push that I needed in order to actually bring this change into my life. And this is the beginning of a cycle. This does not mean that it's all going to happen in this week. We might just feel the beginning of this big energy shift this week. And we might look back at this time of our lives, and even not that far down the road from now, look back at this time in our lives and think, wow, I have changed so much since then. Or wow, I can't believe how much my world or my life has shifted in just a short period of time, maybe even from now till the end of the year. So when we're noticing things happening, and for everybody it's going to be a different story, but when this energy comes in, do your best to welcome it and to recognize it for what it is. It is the beginning of something that ultimately is really, really good for us. And that if we can see it from that perspective as we're moving through it, it'll help with those crunchy parts. And for some of us, this is something that we've been calling in. It's something that we've been asking for, waiting for a long time. And sometimes when those things are coming into our lives, something else has to move out. Sometimes there just has to be room made for the new. And so that shedding of the skin, whatever it is in your life, you might get a sign. You might get something happening this week that really shows you where that is. And you might recognize it through your discomfort. And it'll help to keep this bigger perspective as we're navigating that discomfort, knowing that it's for our overall good. I'm seeing having to backtrack down a trail, almost like, oops, I took the wrong trail to get where I wanted to go. And then a realizing of, oops, I have to turn around and I have to go back to that last fork in the road and I have to take a different route. And so let me ask how I'm meant to translate this for you. The way that I'm seeing is that we've probably already realized we've been on the wrong trail, and that this week we might be getting back to that point where we get back to that fork in the road and we choose a different trail. So that can feel, it may have felt like backtracking for a while. It may have felt like, oh wow, I wasted time, or what a waste of energy or money or whatever it was. But the truth is that we just needed to get back to where we are now so that we could set ourselves straight and put ourselves on the trail that's leading us to the place that we want to go. Nothing that we have done has been a waste, and all of our efforts have been giving us clarity on where it is that we actually want to be going. So I hope that this helps. I hope this helps you have a good perspective on anything that may come up for you this week. And as always, I love to hear from you. So put a comment below if you want to share about what this means to you. All right, everybody, have a great week, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye.